What would you say, is there a perception in the public eyes of real estate that you know to not be true?
I feel like a lot of people just think it's very easy. Like, oh, I just sold a $2 million home. Oh my God, you're going to make so much money. Like, how did I get that client? Oh, that's a 10-year relationship that I've made nurturing. So you want to break up that commission check over 10 years? Go for it.
High, check the movement is here, yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours, go. I'm turning dreams into reality.
Welcome back to the Compass Studio. I have an extremely special guest today. Seth Struiksma is here with me. And Seth and I have talked a few times, but we've never sat down and actually had a chat. So I'm really excited to do this.
Me
Welcome,
too.
Seth. I'm glad you're here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
I know you're really shy and you're almost never on video.
Never. Hate it. Love just being behind the scenes at all times.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
You are a video champion.
I love to be on video. It's
You
fun.
embraced it early on.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I even got my name out there, was just, hey, I got an iPhone and I got a gimbal, which is like a little robot thing for your phone to take around, and just started filming stuff. So that's
Before it was you have to do this.
yeah,
You
exactly.
saw it.
I was just like, you know
love
what?
that.
I have nothing else to do. Let's just do this. This is cool. This is fun. So
All right, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start in the beginning. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Orange County till I was about 17 or so. Moved here for college at 17, and yeah, just never left. I did live part-time in LA and did live part-time in New York. Kind of lived there for 2 weeks, come back. But yeah, I've never really left San Diego. So love it.
I get people when they leave, the Midwest and they get to San Diego and say, oh, I'm done. But I mean, Orange County's pretty nice.
Yeah,
there
it
must
is
have been
nice.
something special here.
There's something nice about it, but when you have all of your family around you, every single extended relative, cousin, aunt, uncle, grandpa and grandma, everyone around you, you just feel like you kind of want to leave.
A little stifling.
Leave for a little bit, you know? So that's what I did. I went
This
to
way
college.
you're close. You're very close, but
Close, but just
Right,
far enough.
right.
Just so they don't have to bother me all the time. Yeah.
so you finished college and did you go right into real estate? Did you have
Yeah.
another career? You went right in.
Yeah, so right out of college, actually, so I was the president of the Real Estate Society at SDSU, which is now it's a big organization, and it got bigger while we were there. But yeah, was executive operations person, and then president, and yeah, it was just great. I mean, that organization put a lot of the students in touch with developers and financial people and just all aspects of real estate. And then when I came out of college, I basically had a job working for a developer, kind of as doing everything, just analysis, project management, design, everything. It was really
Great way to
cool.
learn.
It was a really, really fun opportunity. But once the couple projects that we worked on were done, I was like, I'm just not into this. I'm not a desk person, I just can't sit at the desk for more than an hour, So I went off and partnered with a good friend of mine from college. We started flipping houses, and I was 21, and I was like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but whatever. We're going to figure it out.
We'll jump in.
There's YouTube, and we're just figuring it out. So that's basically what we did for about 5 years, kind of tapered off, and then I was representing us on all the purchases and all the sales for our flipping houses, and understood all the transactional stuff, all the fun paperwork, and got into sales. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. And so just kind of obsessed about how do I market myself? How do I get clients? And got into that, and it's been great so far.
So you knew you wanted to do some form of this, certainly by college, if not earlier. What do you
Totally.
think attracted you?
Really it was design. So it was really architecture. So that really appealed to me. And then San Diego State didn't have an architecture program. So they had a development program. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool too. So kind of found the beauty of it, hey, real estate is design and sales, and you can make money and all that. But what I really like about it is just everyone's kind of cliche. I like helping people find their place, and that's cool, and I do appreciate that, and I respect that opinion. But mine is really like, hey, I'm helping this person go into a place that's not just like their home, but like this is helping them develop as a person. Like they're gonna sit at that window and read a book and be inspired to do something the next day, or they're gonna sit out in their pool and they're gonna be with their family and be inspired to be like, hey, I'm gonna add a guest house, have my mom come down here and stay with us for a little while, something like that, to where you're helping people really just discover new things, more or less, and like live out and like kind of figure out themselves and their lives and all that good stuff. So that's what really attracted me to real estate in general, and then sales just kind of led into that.
It's through their homes that most people join the fabric of society.
100%.
And you're impacting that.
Yeah. I mean, every friend of mine who has bought a house, it's so funny. I see them go through like new first-time buyer phase. It's like, okay, they're super excited to buy the house, and then they're Home Depot, fanatics. It's like Home Depot's every weekend posting with their Instagram. I'm at Home Depot. Look at me. And then they get into it, and then they're like, okay, now we're remodeling, and now we're doing this, and now we're doing that. And so it's awesome because I know from experience, I mean, once you buy one property, it just kind of leads you into not only potentially owning more, but just wealth in general, Like just buy one property, just buy one thing. And that then turns into a $50,000 equity. You sell it in a couple years and you make money, and then that gets you to the next place and the next place. Like, it doesn't happen overnight, but that's what happens,
So you're looking at, you're helping people create generational wealth, the
100%,
the long-term legacy wealth.
110%.
And that's what lights you up.
Oh yeah,
and I can see it.
Well, it's like I see all my friends. They're like, because I just bought a house in Mission Hills, and that was not an overnight thing. That was a 5-year in the making thing. Like from my very first house, traded, and then I traded, and then I traded. I'm trying to take that story and show first-time buyers, clients, hey, this is how it starts. Like, this is where you can be in 5 to 6 to 8 years. And it inspires people. So, yeah.
What's funny is in the beginning, it seems so far away. But then as we go, 5 years, 6 years
it goes so fast.
It goes so fast.
Goes so fast.
You just got to get in.
Yep. You just got to get into something. Whether it's good, bad, upside down, whatever market it is, look for a good deal with a good agent, and you figure it out,
You figure it out.
You just figure it out. You just figure it out.
That's the good agent part.
That's
you help
good
people
agent.
figure things out.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you went into basically retail, we call it,
Yeah.
and you've been doing this a while, very successfully. I know you're not going to brag, but very successfully. What is your favorite part about being a real estate agent?
My favorite part is really strategizing with the client how to maximize and make the house the coolest and the best thing for them. So
once they bought it,
even before they've bought it, we're walking the property and they're like, Seth, what do you think? What do you think about? And I'm like, they're like, don't worry about the neighborhood. Don't think about that. Like, what do you think we can do? And I'm like, okay, cool. This is fun because we'll walk through it and say, hey, move this wall or move that, add a bedroom here, add a half back there. And then they start seeing the possibility where people will walk through and just be like, oh, this doesn't work. I'm like, well, give it 5 seconds. Like, let it settle in. I just showed a place this morning and the husband was automatically like, I don't know how we can make this work. I'm like, well, first of all, there's a billion trees, so let's just kind of trim those down and let the light in, and they're like, oh my God, I see it now. So that's fun for me.
Architecture part
Totally.
of you.
That's the part that I really, really like, and I get to do that every day, so that's really fun. And then when it comes to like other clients who are buying multiple units, that's really fun too, because it's not just their home, but it's like an investment. They're living in one, rent out the two, and they can figure it out. So that's fun to strategize with clients too. I work with
calculating and
just how to maximize it,
All right. What's the least favorite part of real estate for you?
Scheduling showings.
Scheduling showings. No hesitation.
I don't even like it. I put that off. It is a necessary evil, but I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it.
Okay.
It's a lot for me.
If we brought in a bunch of new agents and you were going to share a secret or a, you know what I wish I'd known or done earlier, what would you share with them?
I would say be unapologetically outgoing to spread your name with whomever and whatever you want to do, whether it's through video or networking at meetups or going to parties or whatever it is. Just be unapologetically you and show them what you do, because that's the only way people are going to know that you're doing something, and that's the only way you're going to get business. I feel like in the very beginning, you know.
Don't be a secret agent.
No, exactly. And like, I mean, there's other agents on my team that can vouch for this. Your first client isn't probably going to be, I don't know, like something like an internet lead or something. It's going to be someone that you know, or someone that knows of you, where they met you at a party or met you at church or whatever it is, and it's because they already know who you are. So just like talk to people. Don't be afraid.
And I love when you said be unapologetically you. If you're trying to be all things to all people, you're going to be nothing.
Yep.
Be you. The ones who like it will do business. The ones who don't, there's plenty of other agents.
100%. You do not need to do business with every single person. I've learned that. You and I have learned that together. You don't need to work with every single person. It's okay if some people don't like you. It's okay because there's a lot of other people that do like you. So,
And you might as well enjoy what you're doing. Work with the people.
Yeah. Work with people who like you. So when they see you for the first time and seeing a house, like, oh my God, hey, how was your weekend? I saw on Instagram that you went to this place. Da, 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 da. And you guys instantly connect. And it's like two friends meeting up to look at a cool house. You know, that's fun.
Which I assume leads to you do a lot of referral business.
Yeah, I do a fair amount. Most of our business, yeah, actually, you're right. A lot of it comes from past clients who have worked with us before, and I had to think about that for a second.
It's that connection that you create.
It is, and you stay in touch with them too. You know, you check in. Hey, how's that ADU coming along? Or hey, how's that home remodel coming along? Or you know, whatever it is, you just check in and say, hey, how's it going? So that's how you should do it, I feel like.
Right.
You know?
Well, and you do. You do that.
I do. It's
you
in my
do a lot of
calendar.
it through social media now and through but you're out there.
We're
staying
out there.
Connected, right?
We're out there for sure. Social media is a big one. Newsletter's a big one. So yeah.
What's if you and this is a family friendly thing we're doing, but a crazy story, strange story, a showing, a open house. What's one of the craziest things you can remember?
It's always interesting when you show property when there's tenants because you never know what you're going to get. I feel like there's been many, many, many times where I walk in and you're like, oh, I didn't know there were people here. And there's been many times where I have walked in and people are either getting out of the shower or changing in their room or whatever it is, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad.
Awkward.
So yeah, very awkward, and it happens more times than I can count.
Well,
So.
and this isn't the first time I've heard that. Is it the agent's not talking to the owner's not talking to the tenant, the
So I
tenant
will
doesn't
tell you,
care?
from experience, I'm selling one of my own personal properties that does have tenants in it. And sometimes you just can't get a hold of the frickin' tenant. Like you try and you try and you try and you're like, well, we have a home inspection. I don't know what else to tell you. We've given you written notice. We've given you email, text, calls. I don't know what else to do. And when you show up, yeah, it just happens. It just happens.
I love it. So if your friends were here, right, and I said, what do you guys think he does all day? What does he actually do all day? What would they say?
They would first say, God, Seth is like a really busy guy. They just always know I'm doing stuff. But they would say, I mean, they know I'm going to construction sites. They know I'm showing houses. They know I'm meeting with clients, going to lunch and doing that stuff. I think over the past couple years, I've built a little bit more of a, not a respect amongst my friends, but I think my friends just know based off of what's happened in my life that I work hard. And they see our team has grown. They see, kind of the things that I've accomplished, and they respect that.
And it takes a while. I mean, now the fruits of all your hard work are starting to become obvious to people who aren't around you all the time. But
yeah,
it takes a while to get there.
I was just talking about that with Anthony on our team, and everyone matures and peaks, or how do you say, kind of catapults into their next phase or their new self, I guess, at their own time,
Right.
And I think a couple years ago, I started to step into that on my own and really embracing, like, who's Seth? What do I do? What do I like? Who am I really? And it's, I feel like people have really gravitated towards that, and not only with clients, but new team members and Compass and,
And I want to ask you about Compass, but that's an interesting stage because you go from, you're just hustling, man, you're working. And then you achieve a certain level of success and you start saying, okay, but now who do I want to be?
Yeah.
It's almost the legacy question that we get even when we're older. What I was here, what difference did I make? Why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And you're thinking about that now. Who do I want to be?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Like right in the beginning, I mean, I was hustling. I didn't give crap about like what people thought.
Good edit there. By the way.
I'm like, I need to make money. I need to sell some houses, and I'm just gonna do it and be unapologetically me, and people are gonna like it, I'm sure. So that's what I did for like the first 3-ish years, and that led into kind of joining with Compass and. I just feel like now I'm just showing off who I am. I still flip houses. I still buy my own property. I DJ on the side. I love to go to music festivals. Like,
really?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm DJing tomorrow.
I don't even have that in my notes.
So I picked up DJing right before the pandemic, and got really into it. I love it. It's just like a fun creative outlet. And just like tomorrow, I'm DJing at Oktoberfest in La Mesa. So that's gonna be super fun. Yeah. So
La Mesa Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You can go
Come
see
on.
Seth dance.
From 8 to 10 in downtown La Mesa, it'll be a good time.
That's fantastic.
I'll be there at the Disco Tent. It'll be fun. It'll be really fun. So
All right. Let me go back to you. So you joined Compass.
yeah.
You got a lot going on. What made you decide I'm going to take it to Compass?
So I never really saw the appeal to be at a big brokerage before. I was at an independent brokerage, great little firm in Mission Hills. I learned a lot. I just felt like I needed more. I needed more, not just support, but more just everything, more exposure, more people to talk to, more just everything. And I wasn't aligning with any other brokerage. I thought it was just not for me. And then Compass came around, and I saw some other agents who I respect joining. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna check it out. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on. And mostly I was blown away by the technology because we use it every day. Marketing pieces are great, but the technology is really what drew me the most.
And not something we can do on our own.
Not at all.
You need a big company to create that.
Exactly. And I mean, it's ever evolving. It's really, really good. So that's what really drew me was the tech. So
you I need to scale my business. I need some place that allows that to happen, that helps make that happen.
It makes it easier, I mean, just the tools that we have keeps it so organized, and it's fun too to use. Clients love it. So I honestly don't know what I do without the whole like tech platform. I'm like, shit, what do I do? So
that's good to hear.
Yeah, it's great. I use it. We use it literally every day.
So that makes this question probably not even worth asking, but I'm going to do it. A lot of times we hear things, right? And then we go join the club. And then you get in the inside. Does it measure up or not? Has Compass measured up to the expectations you had?
Yeah, it definitely has. And I agree. Like being an outsider looking in, I was like, what is this all about? Like, like, oh my God, woo, another brokerage that's coming around. Cool. Right. But because I remember even asking a couple agents like, hey, like, why'd you join? And they couldn't really put their finger on it maybe at the time. But now being inside, I'm just kind of like, okay, I get it. Like, it's the cool staff that works at the front desk. It's, the great support sales, managers that we have like you. It's the recognition outside of your own office that you can just call another agent and say, hey, you're a Compass agent too. It's the tech. It's the events that we have. I mean, there's so much that's bigger than just a name,
Right. Love it.
So that's what I love about it.
Okay. So do you have, or maybe when you were coming up, Did you have an agent that you admired, that you looked up to and said, I like the way they do business?
Yes. I really respect Jason Cassity. I really respect Seth O Byrne. Who else? Todd Armstrong, who's in my office. I really respect him. So I just admire those guys because, they're all different in their own way. And I take a piece from each of them and make them Seth, my own version, So those are the people, and I still admire those people,
That's
So,
the growth you're talking about, though. Take
Yeah.
a piece, keep growing.
Totally. Never stop growing. Keep learning.
What would you say, is there a perception in the public eyes of real estate that you know to not be true?
100%. I feel like a lot of people just think it's very easy. Like, oh, I just sold a $2 million home. Oh my God, you're going to make so much money. Like, yeah, but how did I get that client? Oh, that's a 10-year relationship that I've made nurturing. So you want to break up that commission check over 10 years? Go for it,
Right.
And it just, it really frustrates me when people, they used to think that. I've gotten into arguments with people about this. But yeah, that's what really pisses me off when people just think it's easy and, they can just jump into it. And then they're kind of slapped with reality a little bit. And they're like, oh, wait, how do I do this?
This is really hard.
This is hard. Exactly. So that's kind of what I don't like. But I've made it not a mission, but a goal to change people's perception of that.
Help them understand.
Yeah, and I have. I really feel like I have with people that have brought that up to me before. So.
Well, you're a good example of this. I mean, part of it is you make it look easy because you do the videos, you're out there being
Yeah.
and they don't see the 10 years, the staying in touch, the relationship building, the being out when you might want to be home, connecting.
Totally.
And then every time you connect, you're a resource. You're someone they trust. You can't ever go out and blow that and blow the trust. It's always, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. I met someone a couple weeks ago at some event, and they said, "What's so hard about being what do you think so hard about being a realtor?" I was like, you got to be perfect almost every time you're out because not perfect, but like I've learned part of this growth phase is that, when you go out, people do see you and they see, even if you're not working, they still see you. And if they see you kind of sloppy and messy at something, then they're going to think, oh, wow, how is he in real life? How is he in business?
Right.
And not to say you can't have a good time, but I've learned definitely to be careful with that because you're right. Like being on Instagram, being public on video, people do know who you are, and you just kind of you got to watch out yourself. You got to watch out because
they know you're a big name.
Yeah, you just got to be careful. You never know what's going to happen. So
because it's not a 9 to 5. You're kind of always a realtor.
You always are, and people are going to see that, and even if you're not the most friendly person, they're going to be like, "Oh, that guy made me feel like crap because he wasn't very nice to me." It's like, okay, yeah, I need to be Seth at all times.
Right.
Out in the public. At home, it's different. Around my close friends, it's a little different. But that's what I've learned. I've definitely learned that in the last couple of years.
That's part of the work.
It's totally part of the work.
Okay, create a fun question for you.
Okay.
You can have a billboard, Interstate 8, Interstate 5, and it can say anything you want.
Okay.
What would it say?
Oh my God. Was this written down? Just kidding. Oh gosh, what would it be? I don't know. I'd probably have something with dancing and I don't know. I've never even thought of that.
Okay, we can leave it alone.
Well, I want to answer.
We were going to award you with a brand new billboard, but we'll.
Okay. Depends. Well, it would probably be a fun picture with the team and literally just us having a good time. So however to express that, it would be something with our team having a good time and maybe some fun, catchy slogan on there.
There's a theme that runs through most of your things, and it's still fun.
Yeah.
It may be work, but it's fun. I see a lot of people. I have fun.
Yeah. Fun because if you can't have fun, like,
Why
why are you doing it?
Right.
You know, if you're not having fun doing this,
go do
go
something
do
else?
something else. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay, you can have dinner with 3 people,
Okay.
any 3 people, living or dead. Who would you have dinner with?
Lady Gaga. I respect her and love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe President Obama, and maybe someone a little bit more like tangible. I don't know. Maybe like Robert Reffkin would be great to have dinner with because I just feel like he's so intellectual and smart and down
Yeah.
to earth too.
With a
So-
great vision.
and a great
I love
vision.
but yeah, he comes across very. You could just chat with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, just posted something the other day, and I really respected it. It was just like the Netflix. Did you see that? And there was a Netflix
No.
billboard, and it said, "Keep dreaming big. We started off with DVDs," and it was Netflix. And I was like, "That is so good. That's so good."
Yes.
So
That would be a very interesting dinner, though. Lady Gaga, President Obama, Robert Reffkin.
it would be an awesome dinner. I feel like because Lady Gaga can really turn it up.
She can bring it.
She's poised and really, really good. So.
Yeah, you'd have 3 different energies,
I know.
and then you'd be like the DJ,
I know. Okay,
orchestrating them all.
Gaga, you're ready, and
I can
Mr.
picture it in my
Obama,
head.
you're
right.
good. Like, yeah, it would be fun. It would be really fun, actually.
Good choices. Okay, one of my favorite things when I'm doing coaching is to say the most important words in the world or in your world or any words that follow I am.
I am.
Finish that sentence. I am.
Okay. That's a great thing. I am capable. I am strong. I am focused. I am a leader. I am in good shape. You know, those are probably the things that I would say.
Those are good ones.
I'm fun.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, make sure we run that along the bottom of the screen in case nobody got it. He's fun. Okay, I'm going to end this with the 10 famous questions, just like from the Inside the Actor's Studio. I love it. Okay. What is your favorite word?
Dance.
What is your least favorite word?
Hate.
What sound or noise do you love?
Laughing.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Car horns.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Super speed so that I can get more done.
Just what you need.
Yeah.
How do you cure a hangover?
A swim in the ocean. That's probably the best one.
A swim in the ocean.
Yeah. When you're not feeling good after a night out, just jump in the water.
It's something about that salt water,
It
right?
is. I don't know what it is. It feels great every time. Every time.
What profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt?
Like to attempt? Oh, gosh. Like to attempt. Man. I mean, does like developer count? Or is that still part of my profession?
No, it's up to you.
Developer. Yeah, a local developer. would
Local
be good.
developer.
Yeah.
What profession would you not like to do?
Trash man? No.
Those poor guys.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad. They make good money, but
And an extremely important service.
Yes,
Go a
exactly.
week without the trash guys
Totally.
coming around.
totally.
Where is your favorite spot in San Diego?
Either. I mean, honestly, I love Barrio Logan so much, but probably like. If it's a neighborhood, I just love Mission Hills so much. I love it. I love it there.
Last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Gosh, what would I like to hear God say? You did good at life.
You did good at
You
life.
did good at life.
I'm sure he will. You did
I
damn
hope-
good in this
You
interview.
did damn good in life. I appreciate it.
You lit up to the billing. Very fun.
Thanks. It was fun to do that. That was really fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Struiksma.
Thank you.
Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares of all.